I want to get peed on, Justin.
Your father going to prison.
I want to get peed on.
I'll be right here Monday. Your father going to prison.
Me and Big Mike want to get peed on. Me and Big Mike want to get peed on. We want to get peed on. Me and DJ Academics want to get peed on. I want to get peed on.
So, y'all, listen, Diddy's going to prison. Free Diddy.
I'm praying for you, baby.
Any compassion for Cassie Ventura? Any compassion for Cassie Ventura? Any compassion for Cassie Ventura? Are we sorry what happened to Cassie Ventura? Does anybody
I don't
care?
care. Look, Christian is a monster. Grace O'Cadian. Grace
Do we care what
O'Cadian.
happened that your son beat Cassie
Grace
Ventura?
O'Cadian.
Justice for Cassie.
Relationship with your father, Quincy.
Justice for Cassie.
No, I love y'all New Orleans.
No.
Relationship with your father, Quincy.
Justice for Cassie.
No, I love y'all.
Free Diddy.
I'm praying for you, baby.
Any compassion for Cassie Ventura? Any compassion for Cassie Ventura? Any compassion for Cassie Ventura? Are we sorry what happened to Cassie Ventura? Does anybody
I don't
care?
care. Look, Christian is a monster. Grace O'Cadian. Grace
Do we care what
O'Cadian.
happened that your son beat Cassie
Grace
Ventura?
O'Cadian.
Justice for Cassie.
Relationship with your father, Quincy.
Justice for Cassie.
No, I love y'all New Orleans.
Start saying, well, you know what, this over here don't look so bad. You know, I probably could do, because I got to keep this money coming in so I can keep this lifestyle. I can't go back to who I was. What? So you mean to tell me I was just a broke nigga and now I'm getting 8 figures and you want me to go back to a broke nigga? Oh no, somebody's getting a tranquilizer. Somebody's getting a tranquilizer. I mean, nah. Who's gonna tell? Who's gonna tell? And when you think shit ain't gonna come out, and it might be things people might never know about, we here. We here.
Birdman. What's going on, Birdman? All right, Birdman. All right, it's creepy, Birdman. Birdman live at the City Town.
And the marshal had to drag you out by your ankles.
It was my arm, and he pinched it on the way out too while I was back here.
So he pinched your arms on the way out?
He had it pinched. He didn't leave him on. I'm allowed back. Judge Honorable Submarinian sent a special message out with the marshal with the button-up denim shirt. So right here, he said, Jacqueline. I said, yes. He said, come here. Okay, he brought me out right here in the middle. He said, this note is sent through. You're not allowed in his courtroom. However, you are allowed in the over courtroom tomorrow. Like today, you're not allowed back in the courthouse, but tomorrow you may go in an over courtroom.
So they said you stood up and said free Diddy and said Tisa Tell was a liar and just attacked everybody.
I didn't say that in there. I don't remember Cole saying, if I said it in the courtroom, I said it. I know I said it out here for specifically.
Oh my goodness.
I told her that she's a wicked witch, and spiritually speaking, if I had that spiritual power, I would ask the birds to pick her eyes out with their beaks.
And you said that Tisa
she's
Tell,
a wicked witch of the West.
You said Tisa Tell and 777 screwing?
I believe it's under my impression, because who does that in an elevator? If you got on what you got on, a man is gonna, if I put on what she had on, a man's gonna be one. I got on what I got on right now. And then she did like this. Mel is right here, and he pays me too to do interviews on his podcast on YouTube with Sonetta. So, but not with Sonetta, it was Candace Kelly that day. And I'm there with my little purple, my orange Kango. So, and that scarf that I had on my head, I had that tied around my neck. Long story short, and it was a plaid wool blazer. Neither here nor there. Mel is right here. I'm right here. Because it's tight, and we going up to 26.
That's Tisa Tell right there.
We on to 26. You know what you did with your bag. You went to the side of my leg and didn't say excuse me. It's as simple as that.
Is that Tyrone Blackburn?
You didn't think you was house to Diddy.
That's
Tyrone
Tyrone
Black.
Black.
Have to say sorry.
That's Tyrone Blackburn with her.
Tyrone Blackbird, I don't know who you are. I know who Tariq Nasheed is. And Jason Black and Professor Black Truth and B1 and B1 Dollar Sign know. And Hidden History Museum and Hidden Colors 6 coming out soon.
What happened?
Oh, don't mean I ain't got my story to tell. Listen, put it in the book if that's the case. Because you wasn't putting it in a situation to where you was trying to get Puff locked up. It wasn't you that brought him to jail. It was the feds. It was the feds. So until then, or until the subpoena, sis, because they said, yeah, even though you take this money, at some point in time, we might still need to call you to the stand. And that's where that subpoena came in at, friend. Sometimes the choice is not given. It wasn't like it was on some, oh, okay, well, I'm going to take this $30 million and I'm going to still do this nigga dirty. Shit, no, the feds had that ass. Okay? The feds definitely had that ass. Babs on, oh, listen, look at what them people went through. That's why I said everybody should be punished as an equal. Dawn coming up here telling her story, but yet you was sitting there making somebody else a victim, even though you said that you was a one. You was one. You was willfully giving the person that you was dealing with at the time, which is Q from day 26, horse tranquilizers, sis. Like, I'm confused, like, so.
People are lying about what happened that day between Gene Deal and the YouTuber Donette. I wasn't gonna make a video, but now that the lies have been spreading, I need to come clean. I was the only eyewitness in that elevator when the fight broke out between Gene Deal and Donette. Me and that lady that said that she was Asian. That was it. Now I'm hearing that there's some guy named Charlie pretending he was an eyewitness. No, he wasn't. This is what happened. I was in the elevator with Gene Deal and this woman. We go downstairs. We get out of the elevator. All of a sudden, Donette, the YouTuber, walks up. He confronts Gene Deal. Gene Deal, all of a sudden, takes his hand, puts it on Donette's chain, and shoves him. Now, people are saying that Gene knocked him out. That did not happen. He just, like, kind of did one of these for a second. Then, I'm standing there thinking, oh, shit. Well, this is getting a little wild. Security starts looking at me like, and I'm like, I don't know. And I'm like, yeah, maybe you should come on over here, I guess. They waited like 5 minutes. Like, do I look like security? They thought I could handle it. Now, someone said that there was a rumor that they told Gene Deal not to come back the next day. I didn't see that. I heard they didn't even know what was going on. No one saw the fight except me and that lady. They just told us all to leave. They're like, can you just grab your phones and get out of the building? I think the reason Gene Deal didn't come back the next day is because he didn't want to deal with the bullshit. That's what I think happened. So basically, did not get knocked out. Holy shit, that is a tongue twister. Did not get knocked out, and I don't think Gene Deal was kicked out. These are all lies being told on the internet. I hate that I'm the only eyewitness here, but I also love it because I love when the truth comes to light, and that is what happened. Cheers.
Back to the Black Link Experience. It's your girl, Phases After Dark. Listen, I don't know what was in the air, but it goes down at that federal courthouse in New York, in Manhattan, New York, where the P. Diddy trial is underway. Listen, there were people drug out of the courtroom, yelling at Diddy, talking about they laughing at your legacy, getting drug out, pull your pow, going outside. They were following Armand Wiggins around. It's his birthday, all in his lane. What is going on? Listen. Stay in your lane and leave people alone. Tisa tells Armand Wiggins, y'all know what? When you come up, the haters come out. Keep doing what you're doing. We follow you. We enjoy your content. We hope you will stay boots on the ground for the entirety of the trial because we follow and listen to you. Hey, y'all, let's talk about it in the chat. Everybody.
Diddy case wasn't disturbing enough. Cassie testified that Diddy's mother had a very unique recipe for macaroni, and I'm not talking just macaroni and butter. I'm talking macaroni and cheese with a drizzle of Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy's bodily fluids, and she allegedly kept a jar of jizz in the fridge, and every time she would make mac and cheese, she would drizzle it on top as if it was cheese and allegedly bake it. And at one point, Cassie says that Janice, P. Diddy's mother, baked them that mac and cheese with a special sauce and had them eat it, including P. Diddy, including Cassie, and including herself, along the side of a glass of tap water. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I am so disgusted.
You're starting to cook, right? I see you got your sous chefs in the back, your master chefs in the back. So what's going on for Thanksgiving? The people want to know.
We're going to have a big Thanksgiving here because I like to cook a lot.
Okay, what you going to make?
So I'm going to make potato salad, baked macaroni, candy yams.
My feet don't stink. They got gold toes on them.
Now, listen. I will say this. Her feet ain't dirty. Her feet is not dirty, but my shits is still fucked up. It need a pedicure. But on global shits, global look like she been walking around in the mud in Central Park after it was raining.
You want to see my toes? Let me see your toes, Mike.
No, I can't do that. I can't pull out my shits.
Why?
I got men feet.
Oh.
I got men feet. If I pull out my shits, take my sock off, and I got pretty toes, something wrong.
Oh yeah.
What's up, man? She got my fucking tooth hurting. You ready, bro? You ready, bro? You.
Who's talking about tonight?
Yo.
Right, I know.
Yo. Yeah, we good, man. We good. That's it. Yo, I got your number, man. I'm at the Apollo tonight. Man.
I'm coming to see you.
Yeah, I'm at there every Wednesday, man, but they Wednesday to Friday, amateur night.
Listen. Yo, Luch.
Security guard from the hotel, and the officer basically took a bribe from Puff. But was it really a bribe, or was they actually, how can I say, trying to get him for some money? Because being that they had the evidence that he would have needed, then it was more valuable to him than them. So basically the marketing thing was up for grabs, if you ask me, and that's just what it seemed to be, a marketing thing. Let's see who it gets to for the highest bidder, because this man was out here. Number one, he recorded the video with his cell phone, right? That already let you know he was moving dirty. He basically recorded the video with his cell phone, basically made another copy of the video. He sent the video to his mama and a couple of other people, basically as a show and tell type of situation. Now, I'm just going to be honest. They sold the tape to Diddy, but yet they also still sold the tape to TMZ. So you see that it was a marketing scheme, right? On top of the fact is it's not only Diddy that wanted the tape to go away. Cassie also wanted the tape to go away as well. It was a mutual agreement on that point.
Starting 11 today. Why? Because they are preparing for Jane Doe's testimony. Now, who is Jane? Nobody knows. And after what the judge said, nobody can stay. They're very upset at how Mia's complete identity was leaked. But the gag is, didn't the court actually leak her identity? By the defense, I believe, accidentally put up a video that didn't have Mia's face redacted to show the public, to show everyone. And on top of that, it was released from the press to the press. Now, I know Inner City Press said that they were sent that video months ago.
I
You did a great job. You guys all going to get on. I finally got on. Hey, by the way, you looking fabulous.
Wait. They wanted to get me on?
By the way, she looks fabulous. She got a hair done, she got makeup and all that done. She got all that. You know what I mean?
Well, the way these people getting when they get on the stand, listen, I'm telling you, you never know. You never know. You never know. Because a lot of people was just doing the factors of signing themselves over to the devil. They was willing to mingle for a little tingle. And then once the tingle stopped tingling, look where we end up. Right here. With equal, how can I say, mixed feelings. We got down with Diddy and we got free Diddy. Okay, so we got a half and half committee. But with the people that I've been seeing that they've been putting on this stand, the people that they would need to actually make guilty along with him if they going to would be all the same people that they gave immunity. That's crazy. That's crazy. What case are you trying to put together if the ones that you need to keep it together is the ones that you letting go?